hey baby, hey, girl say.
Guys, Tia here with FitPro, talking to you about one of the most important things in the gym. It's called external rotation. For any of you car people out there, you might know it as torque. Torque is essentially external rotation. They're synonymous, they're the same thing. When it comes to biomechanics in the gym, however, super important. Every single move in the entire gym, whether it's upper body, lower body, bodybuilding, powerlifting, circuit training, every single move you must have external rotation, and there are two reasons why. So, first, external rotation creates power, and second, it creates stability. You never want to have one without the other, and you never want to be without either. Power is important because otherwise, why are you in the gym? You're wasting your time. And stability is important because if you're moving without stability, you may not injure yourself today, but you're setting up bad patterns to injure yourself eventually. It's virtually a certainty. If you're moving with incorrect patterns without external rotation, especially on moves like squats, lunges, lat pull down, you're just signing yourself up for injury eventually. So, external rotation, how do we do it? Let's start with lower body posture. So, the most important move that uses external rotation is squats. So, if you haven't already, pause this video and go watch Chase's video about squats and how to do those, and you'll see he talks about putting out his knees or shoving out the knees on squats. Okay, watch my squat and watch how far out my knees are in relation to my hips and in relation to my ankles. Okay, so it looks like this, right? See how far out those go? That's external rotation. Now, truly, that rotation comes from the hips. Somebody who's well-versed in biomechanics would say externally rotate your hips, not your knees. Your knees are just what your hips articulate through, so that's why we say knees, but really it is opening up your hips so that you can sink all the way down, ass to grass, okay? So external rotation of the knees is important on squats, it's important on lunges, same exact thing here, okay? Notice how I'm not stepping in this way, right? You would never want to do that. You want to have slight external rotation right there and push back. The reason why is, so if you look at the cruciate structure in your ligaments in your knee, cruciate ligaments, ACL, MCL, PCL, they look like this, they're crossed, right? So this is your knee joint here. Put the crossed ligaments into your knee joint. If you externally rotate to the outside, notice they don't come apart. They stay intact, right? But if you internally rotate, they've come apart, you've now torn your ACL or your MCL or your PCL. So internal rotation in the gym is never, ever, did I mention, ever acceptable, okay? So external rotation is critical on lower body moves as well as upper body moves too. And this is true on lat pull down, bench press, shoulder press. Every move in the entire book, you've got to have that same external rotation here on the shoulders. Your lat pull down looks like this, not like this, right? Your bench press looks like this, never like this, right? So external rotation on your two big joints, your shoulders and your hips articulate then through your knees, is critical on every single move in the entire gym. And so one more note on external rotation is when you have a bar on something like a bench press or a lat pull down, or really when you're gripping anything in the gym, your grip should be tight. And I'm talking so tight that you're gonna crush that bar and bend it in half and pull it apart, okay? So if you're doing an overhead posture here, see this versus this, right? Loose, externally rotated. Loose, externally rotated, okay? The difference comes from my shoulders and from my grip. You want to crush that bar with your grip and your external rotation of both the wrists and the shoulders on every single move. So, take the external rotation knowledge that we just gave you and go watch some more videos.